Now our first service is EC2, very important. EC2 means what? Elastic compute cloud. EC2 full form is Elastic Compute Cloud. There is 2 times C, that is why EC2. Okay. Elastic Compute Cloud is a kind of complex term, but it is not complex. In other term, it is nothing but a virtual machine. And virtual machine is very simple term for us. We feel, oh, it's virtual machine. So we can create a picture in our mind. What is the meaning of virtual machine? But whenever I'm saying EC2, so we have no idea. But EC2 is nothing but a virtual machine. EC2 is a term used in AWS, and virtual machine is a term used in Microsoft Azure, nothing else. So EC2 is a virtual machine. Okay, is it clear? And one more term we are generally using in AWS, that is instance. Again, instance is nothing but a virtual machine. So you can use term EC2, instance, or VM, all are the same thing. Is it clear? So there should be no confusion. Okay, so EC2 is nothing but a virtual machine. Now, Amazon EC2 provide scalable computing capacity in the Amazon Web Service Cloud. What does it mean? It tells you that it gives you a scalable computing capacity, means a virtual machine. It gives you a scalable virtual machine in AWS. Okay, so this is a complex definition. But in other terms, you can say that AWS provide you a virtual machine. Is it clear? So AWS provide you a virtual machine, and that virtual machine is known as what? EC2. Okay. And virtual machine is what? Server. Virtual machine is not a, nothing but a server, right? Is it clear? So EC2 means server. Always remember, whenever we are talking to about EC2, so picture comes in your mind would be server always. Okay, always think about the server. Whenever someone is talking about EC2, always think about server. So you will be able to give the answer. Okay, always think about server. Whenever someone is asking about virtual machine, always think about server. Whenever someone is asking about instances, always think about server. Server can be Windows server, server can be Linux server, server can be Ubuntu, Apache, Cassandra, any server, right? So EC2 means a server. Many Amazon EC2 instances can also include storage from disk that are physically attached to the host computer. Okay, so what does it mean? That it means that server is connected with some storage, because in your laptop you have C drive, D drive. Similarly, you have storage in your instance. Instance means server or EC2, right? Virtual machine. And that storage is known as instance storage. Instance means server and store means storage. So instance store, but instance store is a separate term also. So don't take it as a two different word. This is a single word. Instance store is a type of storage in AWS. Always remember, and this is a persistent storage. Persistent storage. And costly also. Okay, this is a storage type. That is why they said that this is temporary. Persistent means temporary. So temporary block level storage for Amazon EC2 instance. Amazon EC2 instance means Amazon virtual machine. So it is a storage for Amazon virtual machine. But we have other option. The popular option is EBS, that we will study later, right? Now, next point is it will eliminate your need to invest in hardware upfront, so you can develop and deploy application faster. Now, this is important. This is important. See, guys, someone can ask you in the interview that why cloud is important. Why? Why cloud is important? Suppose my company, suppose I am having a big company and my company is already having everything. My company is having servers, my company is having the storage. Then why I am going to cloud? If I am having everything, I already invested millions in hardware. Then someone suggested me that on cloud you will get benefit, you can save your money, but I already invested. Then how can you convince them? This is a important question which generally interviewer ask you. Okay, most of the time they ask this thing. Then how can you convince them? If someone is already having already invested lots of money in their data center, okay, then why they take your service? Then how can you convince them? What would be your answer? Right? Tell me. According to you, if I am having all the infrastructure, then someone suggested me that still you can save your money. So tell me, how can I save my money? Tell me. My question is clear to you or not? Power saving, space and rent saving. Perfect. Right answer. Okay. So is it clear? Less space, physical security not required. Perfect. So you knew why, right? So if someone is asking you in the exam, so this should be your answer, right? Good, very good. So I think no need to discuss. Okay, go to this slide. No, go to the next slide. Okay. Amazon EC2 enables you to scale up and scale down to handle changes in requirement or spikes in popularity, reducing your need to forecast traffic. What does it mean? What is the meaning of scaling? What is the meaning of scaling? Suppose right now I have one server of 2 GB RAM, 4 virtual CPU, and 500 GB storage. But now later on I realized that this server is slow and I need a bigger server. And that server is running on cloud, of course. And I realized that I need a bigger server. So is it possible to upgrade my existing server? Service is running. I don't want to disturb my service, whatever is running on the server. I don't want to disturb my service and I also want to upgrade this server. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. And that is known as scaling. If you are upgrading your service, 4 GB of RAM, for example, and 16 virtual CPU and 2 terabyte of storage, you can upgrade. You can upgrade your existing server, and that is known as scaling, right? Easy to provide developers the tools to build failure resistant applications and isolate them from common failure scenarios. Okay. So easy to provide developers the tool to build failure resilient applications means there is no effect of, suppose you have 4 servers. So all these servers are isolated to each other. If there is any effect on one server, it doesn't mean that if it affected my this server also. These servers are completely isolated and running perfect. So it gives me a failure resilient application. So good application that is highly available. Okay. By default, when you create an EC2 account with Amazon, your account is limited to a maximum of how many instances? 20. per region. You can create maximum 20 server per region by default. If you want to exceed this value, you have to request to AWS. You have to send a request to AWS. Then I need more server. Allow me to add. Then they will exceed your service to 40. Even they can exceed it to 60. It depends on AWS. There is a default limit for every service, but you can exceed any service by requesting AWS. You have to request AWS because by default they are limiting these things, because it is also required. Because if someone doesn't know about the resources cloud, okay, and by mistake he create 100 servers, then what happened? Within 1 hour your bill would be like $5,000. Okay, then it harms you. That is why they limit everything, so that it harms you as well as AWS. They minimize their chances of error and failures. No, I'm not about single service. I'm talking about servers. Server and service is different things, Sabin, right? I'm talking about servers. You can create 20 servers per region, right? So you have 21 regions, and every region, like in Mumbai, you can create 20 servers. Is it clear? Yeah. What happened? Now, how to access your EC2 server or EC2 instance? How to access? So now let us discuss about this access key. Access key is nothing but even to access your Gmail account, you need a ID password. Similarly, we need access key. Yesterday you have seen that demo as well, where I downloaded one key that is XYZ, for example, xyz.ppk. I converted that file and downloaded on my desktop, and then I use this key, right? So that key and key pair name is required. So you downloaded that private key, okay, only once. When at the time of creation of the instance. After that, you will not get the chance to download or access the key. So it is very important to save your key somewhere securely, because whenever you want to access your server, you need that key. So key should be at safe place. The public key is saved by AWS to match it to the key pair name, and private key when you try to log in. So private key is at your end, public key is at AWS end, right? Without key pair, you can access instance via RDP or SSH. You cannot. You cannot access. Okay. There is 20 EC2 instances soft limit, as you know. You can create 20 servers in a per region. You can submit a request to increase it, right? Now, benefits not required, leave it. Placement group not required. Status check, okay, leave it. Status not required. Okay, that's all I think. Metadata means data of data, right? Data of data means if you have server, then what is the IP address of that server? Like this is the IP address. What is the instance ID of that server? Instance type is to micro. Okay, what is the DNS of that server? DNS host name, Amazon machine image ID. So the entire information of that server is known as metadata of that server. Okay, is it clear? And this is the command to get your metadata. This is the common command. This IP address should be same. So with this IP address, you can get your metadata of your server. Okay, so write down this. We will try this command. Okay, so write down this command.